Hey, Ben here from JobNimbus with the Building Business channel. We have a lot of great business leaders that come and talk to us and meet with us and give us some great advice here. And we have really interesting discussions about how to build your business. I've had a lot of experience running JobNimbus and being one of the co-founders, building it to the size that we have it today and the success that we've had. And I've done other companies too. I want to share with you one of the things that has really meant a lot to me over the years. We had a previous video where we talked about why it's so important to have a mentor. I want to talk today about being a mentor, how to be a mentor. I feel very strongly about this. I think my overall view of business is that there's this virtuous cycle, and there's a karma aspect to business I feel very strongly about. If other people have helped you, it's not only just your responsibility, but it's the right thing to do to go and help others. And it's funny, you spend extra time, you don't get anything for it a lot of times, to help others, and it will always come back to you for the good. So I really believe that. That's something that's core to my whole day-to-day, is how can I give back in the way that I was given to get here. And I had a lot of mentors along the way. One in particular was Alan Leong, who was my professor at University of Washington when I was in my business program. On a whim, this is actually kind of a funny story, on a whim, there was an entrepreneur business plan competition at UW every year, University of Washington, and I met up with a buddy in another class, a business class, I think it was a finance class, and he and I were talking about maybe entering into the competition. I had never ran a business before. I wasn't even really thinking about running businesses. Now, looking back on my life, even in high school, I realized I was doing a lot of businesses. I just wasn't thinking that way. I was constantly launching things, building products, but I wasn't thinking of myself as an entrepreneur. I was just doing it because I was really interested in those things. So we decided to sign up for Alan's class, which was an entrepreneur class. And what he showed me about what you could do with a business and how you could grow it completely changed my entire life. From that one semester class, I then went on to a second level class and third level class. And a lot of things happened there. We entered in the business plan competition and we scored in the top 5 teams in the country with the idea that we had. It was super cool. We got some early investment, and we actually decided at the end of our schooling to just launch a company called Vinify, actually, that's still around today up in Salt Lake. But what Alan did for me there is that he showed me another way. And I think that's the first thing I would say about how to be a great mentor. Open someone's eyes, show them a different worldview. And what I mean by that is what the mechanics look like of being a mentor. You have a meeting with somebody that is looking for some help. And you come in as the mentor, and instead of just telling them everything they should do, the smartest way to be a mentor is to show them the way. So you ask really interesting questions. You get really curious. You ask things about what they're doing, and you help them come to the conclusions of how to improve things. Now, there's going to be some advice sprinkled in there. Absolutely. You're going to have to help. Hey, I've seen it this way, and this is what I've done. Now, what are you guys doing? But a good entrepreneur, a good business owner will just need a few hints and the right encouragement, and then they will be able to take those and go to a whole nother level. That's the second thing I'd probably say, is that you need to be encouraging. You're a coach and a cheerleader as much as you are a mentor and a source of resources and knowledge. So everybody knows that's ever ran a business. It is a complete roller coaster ride of ups and downs, and the downs are very, very low sometimes, and the ups are really, really high, and sometimes they happen in the same day. There's a lot that can happen. It's very fast moving, and especially if you're trying to grow really fast, everything is going to catch on fire. You're going to have tons of problems that you're having to put out, and having somebody there who's that calming influence of saying, look, I've been there. You have the shared unity because you both felt like you went through this fire together, You know that they've done this, been there, done that. And so because of that, you have this great connection. And you guys can commiserate together. You can share your challenges. Sometimes it's just about talking about things that aren't going well and just saying, yeah, I totally get it. Man, this is so hard right now. And that like strengthens you, right? Or sometimes it's talking about a great win and really celebrating it together and saying, congrats, man. That is just incredible. So kind of just to pull this all together, I think being a mentor is a core thing that every single successful entrepreneur should do. Give back, make the world a better place. And what I mean by that, by the way, I think one of the best things that us as business owners can do for this world is to help create other business owners that are successful. People who run their own business and have success with it have access to much more opportunities in life. They have the ability to create a lot more jobs. And if you think about it, that's one of the greatest things you can do in America today is create a bunch of great paying jobs for good people and a company with an awesome culture. So first step, be a mentor and do some good. Like give back, believe in karma. Second step is use the approach of working with the person through questions. Don't just tell them everything. Give some advice sprinkled in with a lot of questions and guide them into their own success. And then the third step is be super, super encouraging. Help them through the down times. And you can get somebody to completely change their life like Alan did for me. Okay, so I'd love to hear some comments below about mentors that you have had influence you in the past. Are you mentoring anybody? How are you doing it? What are some of the things that you've done that have really helped others as a mentor? So comment below and thanks a bunch.